So welcome to another meeting podcast of Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. My name is Ryan.
Long one.
It has.
Howdy, Ryan.
And I'm a fantasy addict.
Okay, my name is Tom. I'm a weary fantasy sports addict. It is the weekend of October, 17th through 19th, essentially, I guess. Or 16th through 19th.
Basically Monday morning.
Yeah, it's now 1 a.m. Monday morning, October 19th. This podcast goes up Tuesday, normally, if we don't fuck up.
Which happens.
It happens. Sorry, by the way, for that. But yes, it's been a busy weekend, and we're tired. We've been answering questions. We've been drafting. We've had mock drafts with experts. We've had our own league drafts.
Winners
leagues. We've had
dynasty
drafts.
So lots of drafts, and while we were drafting, we were trying out the live stream, which was a lot of fun. And we're gonna try to do a live stream once a week. Have a weekly Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous meeting.
That seems to be what people are interested in, actually. I like the idea of the live stream. It was fun today. It was fun yesterday.
A lot of fun.
A lot of technical problems, which we're still trying to sort out a little bit.
So bear with. If you go back and watch any of those videos, just kind of fast forward and skim and overlook the audio and video problems.
Also the parts where we're just sort of awkwardly staring into the screen blankly like you're...
Sometimes it's hard in competitive drafts to pay that much attention.
No, it's true. It's true. But it's also... We know it's better to not sort of stare at you blankly like... What's happening?
Right.
I was just staring at you, but you can't see me because it's a podcast. So I'll try not to stare blankly anymore. But
before we get started, let's go ahead and crack some questions. Some question crack.
Question crack. This is the suggested. Excuse me. Again, it's late. I'm really not. Where are we?
We're doing a podcast. Woo!
Is this the hospital?
Hospital?
Well, I thought I was having...
go to the hospital?
Yeah, I thought I was having auction draft withdrawal again.
More withdrawal?
More auction draft withdrawal.
All these drafts, and we didn't even get to do an auction draft.
No, still no auction this weekend. What in the world?
We thought our FSAA league was going to be auctioned, but bunch of wieners in our leagues.
A bunch of wieners.
Floppy wieners.
Flopping wieners. I guess all the wieners pussed out.
Sorry, guys. Just kidding.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Right?
Well, that was just what I put on the poll question.
We'll do some auction another time. It's hard to spring auction on people who aren't prepared for it.
And 14 teams, it gets a little long.
I honestly, if we did a 14-team auction draft, we'd probably still be drafting right now.
Okay, so let's go ahead and crack some questions.
All right, this is Everett's naming suggestion, I think, right?
Yeah, we're trying it out. Let us know what you think, or if you have a better suggestion.
Personally, we don't love it.
We're not married to it.
No,
trying it out.
We want to name the Q&A section something cool. And question crack, yeah, it fits what we got going on with the Addicts Anonymous sort of setup, but still just a little grimy.
Crack is whack.
And
some
we're not
hot coffee.
Yeah, maybe this is the hot coffee in questions or the hot cocoa in questions. We do like our hot cocoa and our hot coffee.
All right, so let's go ahead and crack some of these questions.
Please.
This first question comes from Aaron Stringfield.
Okay.
Okay, so he says he can keep C.J. McCollum pick him in the 10th round, or keep Draymond Green and keep him in the 7th round. Which one does he keep? So this is some sort of contract type league where you can only keep so many, and the round you get them for probably goes up, type of a thing. So
all right, based on the value of the player.
So do you like CJ in the 10th round or Draymond Green in the 7th?
You know, I'm going to default, and I'm going to say play ranks. Draymond Green's ranked higher. I don't know anything about this guy's team. I don't know anything about the league. So based on the information I'm being given, I say go with the higher ranked player. In both ESPN and Yahoo, Draymond is ranked higher. The value there, if it's trade value, if it's value to your team.
The value of the overall rankings and percentages owned just tells you to take Draymond. Like, you might even be able to turn around and trade Draymond for CJ McCollum and get a little sweetener, some pick in the next year's draft, or
however your league is set up. We don't know much about your league. So, again, play it safe. Go with the value.
We love McCollum.
Love McCollum. And there's no reason you wouldn't ordinarily want to keep McCollum, but without knowing more about your league setup, Draymond Green makes more sense to keep, air quotes, just because of the ranking and the value there.
Yeah, and team needs and all that, but just face value, Draymond Green. Okay. In almost any face.
All right, I need some stronger crack. Give me some stronger question crack.
All right.
Hit me hard!
Round 2.
Hit me! Yeah.
This is from the Locusts.
The Locusts?
Yes.
Okay, like the band?
That'd be sweet. But I doubt it.
That would be nuts.
Does Tom know how bad the Suns are?
Wait, what?
He's talking shit.
Wait, what did he ask me, though?
Do you know how bad the Suns are?
Do I know how bad the Suns are? No, I don't. I just really like this Sun shirt. It's not like I live in Phoenix and I've spent my entire fucking life watching every fucking season of the fucking Suns. No, I have no earthly fucking idea how bad the Suns are. That's like asking the Cubs or the Cubs fans if they have any idea of Cubs history in the last 100 years or so. Yes, we are painfully the fuck aware of how pitiful our team has been, how close we've gotten, how burned we've gotten.
Don't be so harsh. McDonough, we trust.
I don't know that I do.
He needs to get Keefe out of there. It's a process. You know this.
It is a process. It's a tough job for any young
We got
GM.
talent. We got contract space.
I don't agree with how the Suns have conducted this rebuild necessarily. I do like McDonough being a gunslinger. I can let that slide. Our owner is seriously... But see, here's the thing. All right, you can crap on the Suns all you want. We're still kind of a wild card situation. Just like a lot of teams in the West right now. Sacramento, another example. But for the Suns, right, we've got gunslinger GM, lots of youth, lots of upside. And we almost, I mean, again, 2 years in a row. Where were the Suns were right in the middle of it. We were right in the middle of convincing LeBron possibly not to go back to Cleveland. Now, we all knew that was never happening. Never happening.
No way.
But just the fact that we even got the meeting.
Then L.A.
And then LaMarcus Aldridge actually almost came here. And even though I'm not a huge L.A. fan, Suns might become a destination nearly in the future. Because of the salary situation.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of money to spend. There's a lot of things to look forward to as a Suns fan. A lot of upside, a lot of youth, a lot of draft picks for the next 15 fucking years, basically. So, yeah, I am aware of the Suns not being all that great of a basketball team. But when you're not a good team, what do? You build for the future. And I love youth, rookies, and upside. Woo!
All right.
So, yes.
We both are well aware of the Suns situation. And how bad are they? You think they're awful, the Locusts? Like, who's your team, you know?
Yeah, what team do you root for? And frankly, we don't like the tone of your question. How about that?
All right. So, sorry, a little bit of a tangent, but I had to answer that question.
So that was actually a question directed at me? Somebody thought, like...
Because you had the Suns shirt on in your video.
Yeah, but you also frequently wear Suns attire. I mean, we live in Phoenix, so we wear D-backs and Suns. That's all he saw was like...
I don't know.
So he saw a basketball video and like, why is that clown wearing Suns of all of the basketball teams on the planet? Well, I guess I could wear a Knicks jersey or something. Can I leave it hang? I mean, the Knicks, are they not like their own? Is that not like a punchline on its own?
I thought so. I thought that's where you were going with it.
I could be a Knicks fan or something.
Okay, woo!
But
all right, let's go ahead and crack one more question.
Please crack away. Crack me.
This comes from Fraffy101, who...
Fraffy?
Yep.
Who like F.
Who
Raffy?
wants to become a fishy.
F?
W-A-F-F-Y.
That's Fwaffy, not Fraffy.
Fwaffy? I don't know how to... F-W together? I don't know.
Fwa.
Fwaffy? Fraffy?
Fwaffy.
Okay, whatever.
Fish guy? Fish man.
Basically, he just wants to know Moutier or Jack. Pretty straightforward.
Wait, for what?
Just Moutier or Jack. Who should he pick up?
Pick up? Oh, not draft.
Just pick up. They both went undrafted. Sitting there. Or if it's your turn to draft, I'm not sure. Which one?
I think, alright, it looks like he's specifying who should he pick up. And there's merit to both players. I don't know what the league settings are or what your particular team is. Again, these are always helpful pieces of information to go with. I'm going to default to my natural instincts and go with Moutier.
Of course.
Youth upside and rookies.
I mean, Jack is great. He was awesome when D-Will was hurt last year, and I'm a fan, but you know what he's getting, and he's probably a better like roto option. But with these picks where you're picking someone up, you're trying to hit a home run. Like you're not trying to go for a little single or get on base. Like
this ain't dink and dunk.
Pick up Moutier and go for the glory.
Especially before the season starts, why not like take a little stash, a little flyer on Moutier when maybe he's not perfect out of the gate.
I mean, you know what Jack is. You know he can help you and he's not going to hurt you. But is he going to win you that championship?
Jack's ceiling is most likely essentially Moutier's floor. Is that safe?
Not necessarily. Again, Roto with the percentages and turnovers.
Well, we don't know the guy's league. Okay, so we don't know his league. Floppy. Or her league, sorry.
Yeah. So, anyways, we hope those...
Moutier, is that our answer, Moutier?
Yeah, both Moutier, unless maybe Jack if it's a championship contending Roto team.
I'm still saying Moutier.
I'm still saying Moutier.
Upside, rookies, youth.
Yeah,
Moutier. Right. Moutier. Thank you for the questions. That was question crack.
I hope we cracked them well enough for you.
I feel like my head's been cracked open. It's been a long fucking weekend. Did we say that already? Did we specify how long this weekend has been? Lots of mocks, lots of auctions.
Drafting, we're going to get into that now.
All right.
But before we get going into the meat of our podcast, we crack some questions, but it's time to give a shout out to our loyal viewers who have actually supported us by donating and clicking the little buy us a beer on our YouTube channel page.
The donate button on the channel page. If you're not familiar with this, it is on the homepage of our YouTube channel. If you're checking out this podcast on YouTube, or if you're unfamiliar with our YouTube, just search for Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous and we'll be right there. But yes, there is a donate button on the channel page.
So we want to give a special shout out to Everett Chu and Justin B. Like, we do really appreciate it.
It's very generous, and honestly, I mean, thank you.
Like, again, we don't care what you donate. We don't even know, but it's just you guys are there. You've been watching and supporting, and it's awesome.
And everybody that's around now, all these early supporters, all these early viewers that we have. I mean, you guys, especially like Everett and Justin right there. As we try to expand this and grow this, I mean, you guys are grandfathered in. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter where we go. It doesn't matter what's going on. You know, premium membership, if we ever have such a thing.
Special paid videos.
You're grandfathered in. Just by the nature of the fact that you have supported us in the early stages of what we're doing, and we truly do appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Very genuine thank you. All right, so
cheers.
Cheers. Anybody else, if you care to support and be grandfathered in, that's always welcome too.
Yep.
Shameless. Sorry.
And just another shameless promotion is we finally cracked the 100 subscribers mark.
Woo! Yeah. All right, everybody. Seriously, anybody who has told friends or, got a shout out.
Word of mouth.
Everybody, thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for telling your friends. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for listening to these podcasts. Thank you for watching our videos. Even if you're not necessarily directly contributing or supporting like Justin and Everett, you're still contributing and supporting, and we appreciate that. These are genuine thanks to you, our viewers and supporters.
Because otherwise, we're just talking fantasy to ourselves, which is basically what we've done for the last 10, 12 years, and now we're just putting it out there and trying to build that community.
We finally just put a microphone in front of ourselves. Otherwise, this is pretty much how Ryan and I normally am. We're normally just the same way. We're just
even when we're not working and we're done making videos, we're still talking about fantasy.
1 a.m. on a Monday? Yeah, we're talking fantasy sports right now. Take it for what you will. Maybe it's pathetic.
It is, but
maybe it's what it is.
We're not professionals.
We're not experts.
We're just addicts.
Yeah. All right, Ryan's gonna get the needle out of his arm, but all right. So, what is the meat of our podcast? We're gonna wrap up this weekend. We're just gonna give you all a little breakdown of what all went down. Most of you were there for it. You participated. You were at the live streams.
That's the first thing. We actually tried out live streaming. We seen it as an option. We've talked about doing it. And we decided to give it a try. There's definitely way more technical difficulties than we would have hoped for.
Our first go around was dog shit.
It was ugly. We should probably just delete that video.
I'm not. I like the idea of setting the precedent for seeing us grow. And really, in 2 days, all of a sudden we got new software. It's open source, free shit.
We just didn't have time to even troubleshoot. We just went for it. The draft was coming up. This was actually
my mock draft.
Yeah, the basketball monster
experts head-to-head
mock draft on Yahoo. That was the first draft we did, and we were trying to live stream it.
We thought, hey, let's share this with everybody, and then we didn't share anything with anyone.
Well, and then we were trying to share stuff. The audio was cutting out, and you couldn't even read the draft, which we were trying to share in the first place.
The video quality was dog shit.
But
then today, we got it all ironed out. We got all the kinks ironed out for the most part, right?
We're still user errors trying to figure out how we can find the link for ourselves. And
yeah, honestly, I still don't understand how we find our own live stream link.
Well, it doesn't email us or anything. We just start it, and
there's no share link. There's no tweet this link option. Nothing like that. So we're like old men trying to fumble around.
If there's not big buttons that we can push,
we need. We're so old that we need that phone with the big buttons, right?
Yeah,
that's us, and we need that remote control with the big buttons too. That's how old Ryan and I are now feeling with the internet, trying to navigate this insanity we call podcasting. But
all in all, the live stream was
fucking fun, dude.
Way better than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think anybody was actually going to be there.
No, and everybody, people showed up, people chimed in, and they gave us feedback that was great.
They were asking questions.
They participated. They enjoyed, I hope.
I hope.
It was fun. It was really fun.
It was so much fun. In fact, we're going to do it.
Let's do it again.
Once a week. We're going to try to do once a week our Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous weekly meetings.
Is it going to be every day? No. Or is it going to be the set time every week? Is it going to be the same day every week?
No, because my schedule doesn't allow that to happen. I can't commit to one single time. As I'm sure there's a lot of fantasy addicts out there. Like if we did it every Saturday night, well, maybe someone's not as big of a fantasy nerd and they go on dates and can't attend the meetings. But during the week is good, so we're going to try to have one during the week and then one on the weekend.
So we'll do occasionally we'll do a weekend meeting and occasionally we'll do a weekday meeting. whatever happens to work for your schedule, feel free to join
We'll try
us.
to announce it on our website, send out tweets just to give heads up of when. And as we kind of get doing it, I'm sure we'll develop some kind of schedule,
a rhythm
flow.
And you'll tell us what's going good and what's not, what's working, what sucks.
Yeah,
right?
They did as we were troubleshooting, so that was a big help.
But we've already improved our video quality and our screen sharing quality compared to yesterday. That's for damn sure.
So the live streaming was a big thing for us. We loved it. Thank you guys. But let's talk a little football. We've been kind of passing over football this whole time.
Do we have to?
We have to.
Because honestly, I'm already sick to goddamn death of football right now.
Really? Is it just because the Cardinals lost?
No, it's not. It has nothing to do with the Cardinals. It has everything to do with my fantasy teams. Going into today, I was either 2-3 or 3-2. Pretty much every team. I've just been getting nickeled and dimed. Injuries and suspensions and stupid bullshit. Just nickeled and dimed. And part of that was my fault. Drafting some of these players. Part of that was like hoping for upside with, in our the writers experts league we did with Martavis Bryant, stuff like that. But just this season has nickeled and dimed me to death. We're 6 weeks in. The Cardinals are doing relatively well, even though they got their asses handed to them today. Their defense collapsed, and so did Carson Palmer.
It was bad.
But you're allowed a few mistake games. I get it. We're not going to write the Cardinals off yet, but they still have areas to improve.
Okay.
For sure. That has nothing to do with my lack of enjoyment now for this current football season. It's been the nickeling and diming. All my rosters are just getting dinged and pinged, and it's sickening. I'm sick of it. Like today, I lost like 4 players, and beyond that. Let me just put my own personal team woes aside. The experts league we're in.
Oh my.
Is the red light on? Is this thing on? It's about ready to be on. Yes, in our experts league, there's this dude, his Twitter handle, feel free to check this motherfucker out. His name,
red light.
@ AKA _ Mr. maybe another _ fantasy. AKA Mr. Fantasy. His name is Brian, and he is a fantasy sports analyst in Albany, I think. Was it somewhere in New York?
His name is Eric.
Eric, yes. Oh, Brian, I'm calling out the wrong dude in this league.
Eric.
I can't even keep these guys. This league is frustrating to me. Mostly that's our own fault. All right, Eric. It's Eric. All right, so back up. AKA Mr. Fantasy. His name is Eric. And he is a fantasy sports, a fantasy, or just a sports radio show host. I don't know. Albany, New York. He's that guy. He is the guy in your leagues that just constantly sends out ridiculous trade offers. And not just like once or twice or like, hey, give me the #1 player overall for like the last guy taken in the draft. It's that times a million because...
I don't think his trade offers are generally that bad, but he's just so hyper-aggressive, he just spams the league with trade offers.
They're pretty bad.
They are bad.
We've gotten a lot of bad. We might have even actually gotten some trade offers from him after we kind of slapped him around verbally. I mean, we've been, since week 2, we've been telling this guy to leave us the fuck alone and stop sending us these trade offers. Because there's just no way to match up for a trade.
We're just tired of hearing it.
Sick of this. It was like you're not going to make a deal with this guy out of a matter of principle. So, we're now week 6. We keep
and we're
getting
not
these
the
offers.
only people in the league that are annoyed by the guy.
Last week, I went on the message board and I said, what is with these slapstick motherfucking trade offers? That was pretty much what I said on the message board. And a lot of people happen to agree. These are some slapstick motherfucking trade offers. And people were glad that somebody finally said something.
Because everybody else is too professional where they can't.
No, this is a writers' league that we lied our way into. We're not professionals. We're not writers. We're addicts. Of course we're going to lie our way into this league. We're not paying any membership dues in some writers' league. Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, this guy, he's that guy in your league. Just nonstop bad trade offers. And even if it is a good offer, you're so sick of seeing these offers. You're just like, dude, leave me alone. Leave me alone. And we've asked. We've pleaded. We've begged. Please, leave us alone. Please stop sending these offers. And we got another one today even this morning. And I said, and I hate this reply. If you've ever gotten this reply as a trade
No,
response,
thanks, I'm good.
No, it's thanks, I'm good.
Thanks, I'm good.
Like,
yeah.
Thank you for that bullshit offer. Thank you for being a fucking fuck. Thank you. Thanks, I'm good. And we're not good. Our team is far from fucking good. Our team is like possibly last place material. And sadly, that we have underrepresented ourselves in fantasy football yet again. Sorry, everyone. We're dragging ass in fantasy football this year. We've had a lot of bad breaks.
I'm competitive in all but like one league, so like I'm not feeling it as bad as Tom is.
But our main league...
But we just aren't that big of football, which is what it comes down to.
Well, we've put a lot of time into basketball this season,
yeah.
so... But yeah,
so we've already spent too much time talking about football.
Has it been too much? We haven't mentioned a lot of football lately.
No, but we'll
you know
do
what?
something.
I just want to sum up this season so far and just say, fuck fantasy football. I'll be back next year and I'll play it again. But until then, I'm just fucking done. Like, I am so goddamn sick of getting nickeled and dimed every week. Just chicken shit injuries and silly stuff and quarterbacks like destroying the quarterback gets injured, not your guy, but the quarterback of that offense, and the whole offense goes to shit. Whatever it is, I have just gotten nickeled and dimed, bad breaks left and right every week of this season, and I'm out. I'm done.
I'm sure a lot of Larry Johnson owners feel the same way.
I don't even want to check my teams anymore. It's that bad.
Well,
so I am so.
You got to at least.
What's that?
Stay active.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So yes, never give up. Never walk away. I'm 3-2 or 2-3. That means I'm still kind of in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
I could still push or make a move, but I'm just so disheartened by all the bad breaks.
So there you have it. Moving on from football. Tom, it's already in his rearview mirror. I'm still chugging along.
No, man, this football.
But
you got me on a bad mood about football now.
Okay, well, that's why we're going to change it up and talk about hoops. Because this is what this weekend
That's what it was,
all about, was drafting fantasy basketball teams.
We did a few.
A few.
Man, that mock draft, that experts mock draft we mentioned earlier, that was a really good draft.
So who is some of the experts that were in this league with us drafting?
I mean, we had Josh Lloyd from Red Rock.
Josh Lloyd, absolutely.
Seth, the Sportsman. I don't know where he writes. Rasball, is he a Rasball?
I believe Rasball, yeah.
And then Roto Kyle. I'm not sure where he writes.
I'm not sure either.
But there were all kinds of industry people.
Yeah, everyone in it was in it. We're Twitter followers of, a couple of these guys.
Pretty much all of them. And they all did a 7-man podcast during the draft. We half-assed tried to live stream it.
We tried live streaming. They were doing a podcast at the same time.
They had 7 people. It's all going flawlessly.
Their shit was perfect, and we're fucking up left and right. So it's kind of cool if you want to check theirs out and then compare it to ours and laugh at us.
Yeah, look for Red Rock. What is it? Red Rock Basketball?
Yeah.
Josh Lloyd. Double L-O-Y-D.
If you need help finding the link, let us know. We'll tweet it out.
He's the only featured channel we have on our YouTube.
Okay.
On our YouTube account, you're supposed to feature other channels, people that you think are good, as part of the whole YouTube agreement. we've only featured one other person. It's Josh Lloyd.
Well, that's because, I mean...
We like his stuff, and, man, he's got a cool Australian accent. That's fun. I'm not going to lie, that's fun. I like hearing people who you wouldn't expect to be into basketball. Like, right, we grew up when basketball was an American thing, pretty much for the most part, and now it's so international. It's like, I love seeing that people, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just love that he's so into basketball. I love all these people that are so into basketball.
International sport at this time, like...
Yeah, it wasn't when we were growing up, though.
Well, that was the dream team in '92. Like, that's what
we grew up with.
But yeah, that's what the world... That's where basketball became global. Like, they were bigger than rock stars.
They were the Christs and Jesuses of basketball.
So a little off topic.
No, I like that there's a really cool fantasy basketball podcast and blog all about, like, it's like totally not from our perspective. I love that. And the guy's got some different takes on different players than we do.
It's all really good stuff.
But man, he has great mic skills. Like, where we're all
he
over
knows
the
how
place.
to drive a podcast.
No, that guy drives the info so well.
We're stuttering and slurring and rambling.
And I gotta open another beer, and then we gotta go pause and go get more beers, and right, that's how our podcasts seem to go. But this guy's like spot on all the time.
Woo!
Just info left and right. So I do love that we were in this experts league, this experts draft. Now here's the really funny thing. It's an experts league. It was supposed to be a mock draft, but they set up an actual Yahoo league.
Just for better organization.
And I get that. You can't just like have a timed or a set up mock draft specifically. I kind of get that. Unless you get everybody like really like, are you in? Are you in? Is everybody in? Oh no, I didn't make it in. Somebody else jumped in. Oh, well, we got to kick that guy out. Like, so they set up an actual league. But we're addicts. We're not experts. We're addicts. And I mean, we drafted an okay team. I drafted a pretty good team, I feel like.
Yeah.
I'm not inclined, and this was on my main profile account, by the way. This wasn't like a side account.
Concerned about your player profile?
I mean, when have I ever been concerned about like having a bad? That's tanking though. This isn't tanking. I like this team. I'm inclined to stay active.
Well,
and be competitive and possibly victorious.
Again, we love this draft. Like, this was probably the best goddamn draft we've ever been in. Like,
quite possibly.
Players were going where they should. The reaches were appropriate. Everybody had a great team. Like, it was awesome.
And then these are just the kind of managers like we would like tear apart 10 leagues to get one of these managers from each of those leagues. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever built this really kick-ass league and you had managers this good, like, we're in an experts league and these people aren't going to play their teams. Like, no, let's play this. God damn it, I want to play this.
So we're gonna challenge them, provoke them, maybe make a video telling them that we're still playing, and
y'all can just take a break and like let your team go to shit. But we're playing.
We're playing.
I'm playing. It's on my account. It's on my profile. I'm playing. I like my team. I don't know. Should we do like a quick little rundown of some of the stuff I got on that, or?
Do you have it handy?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. All right. So.
This is the expert league. This is Tom's team.
Yeah, I'm pretty fan. I mean, I'm a pretty big fan of this team. All
right. What are we looking at?
All right. So I'm looking at a Kawhi Leonard, Paul George combo. Anybody who watched the live shit last night saw this. Hopefully, they might not have heard it, depending on what feed we were giving to them. But my Paul George, Kawhi Leonard combo, it's not a combo I've had yet this year. It's something you've had. We've talked about it. That is a great way to start off this team. But I held it to a tight roto kind of setup. It's like my bigs are a little bit small, but I got my Kevin Love, a player I would never take. I have Kevin Love.
Surprising.
Yeah. I mean, I got Brandon Knight. He's not a guy I've taken yet this year.
So you're still like punting assists.
I'm punting assists, as I kind of tend to do no matter what. But roto punt assists, I guess is what's going on. I got a lot of threes. My centers, not too big. I don't have a massive front court, but I got Tyson Chandler, Roy Hibbert.
A lot of rookies. Is it the best team? Probably not. Is it competitive? Absolutely.
Well, and especially if they're not playing.
Wow, that should be an easy goal.
If these experts aren't going to play.
You could just play all year, like, woo, Tom's here by himself.
I got no competition. But that's the whole thing.
He's just streaming every day.
I'm just going to play. I mean, they're not going to play their teams. Why not? I'm going to win this goddamn league just because I don't want a donut on my player profile.
Okay.
I want another goal.
Now, the best part of that draft.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. Oh, God. I wish we could play the audio clip. I'm not even going to bother trying to pull it up.
No.
But, all right, so was it Kyle or was it Seth the Sportsman?
I believe it was Seth the Sportsman.
All right, so Seth the Sportsman. Dude, I just ate your shit for lunch. I literally came to your house, burned it down, and had sex with your wife.
That's a little extreme for taking some players that he liked.
Well, that's what happened, all right? And your dogs were dead in the yard. I don't know
dogs.
I don't know if I did that, but that's 3 picks. When you're in an experts draft and you steal 3 players from somebody, and on the final player, they literally cry out in pain, like, ow! You've had a good fucking draft, okay?
All right, what 3 players did you snake from them? You snake in the grass?
I sniped. We call it pick rape, I think. We tend to refer to that as raping in our circles.
Yeah.
But they go with sniping.
Okay.
So I sniped 3 picks. I didn't rape him of 3 picks. I sniped him of 3 picks. I did snipe him of... who was it? It was definitely Andrew Wiggins.
Stanley Johnson.
Stanley Johnson was the straw that broke the camel's back.
And Julius Randle.
Was it Randle?
Yeah, it was Randle.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was Randle or Parker.
But it was so funny just listening to their podcast. You can hear the point where he screams like, "No!" Right? Sorry, Seth. Like, you got a good team. It was just...
And he does. He has a great team. And I could see where my players, not yours, Seth. I could see where my players would have fit in so nice.
So nice.
So nice. Yes. Your tears. Your tears are so salty and delicious.
Tears of unfathomable sorrow.
Yeah. Tears of unfathomable sadness. Let's go with the Cartman reference where he... fed Scott
Can we ever get through a podcast without doing a South Park reference?
I'm not sure if we can get through anything without a South
Anytime we
Park
talk
reference.
in 30 minutes straight, there's either going to be a South Park, Seinfeld, or Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Sorry
about all the sitcom references, but yes, South Park, when Eric Cartman fed Scott Tenorman's parents to him, and he's crying. Tears of unfathomable sadness.
So that's how the experts draft went for Tom.
And I was Eric Cartman licking tears off of Scott Tenorman's face, aka Seth the Sportsman.
Yep.
Your tears are so delicious.
And so...
Oh, but no, wait, can I go back again?
Real quick.
Oh my God. We're not experts, we're addicts. When you steal 3 picks from an expert, and then you hear their podcast... And you can hear their anguish and their pain. And your podcast for the same event didn't quite work out. And you don't even know, like, oh, man. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're all about.
We just needed to get in on his podcast. Like, why didn't that happen?
Well, they didn't ask us. And if we had Skyped in on that in the middle of it. Like, oh, booyah. Like, oh, your tears. They're so delicious. Yeah, all right.
That would have been fun.
Experts don't want addicts in their leagues.
Nah, we're just like accepted as a last resort. They got that like 12th team to fill.
Well, we do need one more team.
They let us in, but don't.
Well, hopefully they don't do anything crazy. Hopefully they don't do nothing nuts. Oh, and then we did. Yeah. We stole. Oh God. And that was. There wasn't a lot of drama in that mock draft, except that.
Yeah.
And then we had your winners.
Yeah, draft. Immediately after the mock draft, I had a winners league that I needed to get into and play. So
you went fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm getting there. But, you know, we had the live stream going. The first one was all kind of technical, but it was going good. So we decided just to keep it going, and I jumped right into that Winners League. And just like your mock draft that we just did, 9th pick.
What? Why do we have so many 9th picks this year?
So we literally just did a draft at 9th pick where we were showing, all right, you could do the Kawhi and George combo, kind of go this route, roto team.
Even today I had pick at the end of the draft again.
Yeah.
Why am I always at the end of the draft?
It's just happens some years.
I'm at the donkey ass end.
So I got crazy in a Winners League nonetheless. Like, granted, it was starting to get kind of late and quite a few beers in. I was getting crazy with it.
He actually drank, I think, 3 beers at that point total. So maybe that means I've contributed to about 70 of the 75 up here on this table.
So, anyways, I wanted to do a punting strategy. I wanted to go crazy big. 9th pick, I took Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert?
The guy who, if you've seen any of our other videos or podcasts, he's on my do not draft list. Like, I loved him coming into the preseason, and then when I saw where he was ranked, I'm like, that's too high.
You love him as a player, but you're just not willing to take him there until he delivers that for another year.
He's a prove-it-to-me player. I want to see him do it for a full year before I pay that type of value for him.
Because you can't. There's no upside when you're paying for the ceiling and you haven't even seen the ceiling yet.
Absolutely.
But you paid for the fucking ceiling.
I did. I wanted
overall.
to get crazy with it.
9th overall.
Then the next pick, I went ahead and took Nerlens Noel. Another player who I think is high.
Well, Drummond and Jordan were off the board already, right? Were they?
No. They were both still on the board.
Wait, you took Nerlens Noel over your 2 guys,
yes.
DeAndre Jordan and Drummond?
I have Drummond and Jordan both in my rankings higher than
Of course.
both of them, but I was trying to get different with this. So I drafted 2 players on my do not draft list. Just to do it.
How do you just because?
Just because, and this isn't Winners League.
Well, this is what I think this is what the community, we keep calling it a community of Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. This is the kind of thing we're trying to preach to you. It doesn't matter what the fuck happens in any goddamn draft. You roll with it. You make it happen. You make it work. Ryan took players he doesn't like, he's not even comfortable with, but he's going to stay active and be competitive.
Again, normally I would never do it just because I would have drafted the team that we had just drafted. Like we talked about early round player pairings and where you are in the first round, who you get, who you pair them with. But my strategy, you know, I took Gobert and Noel with the first 2. I was still hoping to be able to get a DeAndre and a Drummond. I was going crazy.
You thought you could get that big of a
I should have known.
No, there's no way, especially once you start slamming centers at that point. You're already 2 centers deep early on.
Yeah. But I was hoping I had it on lockdown where, like, okay, this guy's going with the punting strategy. I'm not going to go for him but I still did end up getting Drummond. I didn't get Jordan. Jordan didn't make it back around to me.
But you still kind of captured the whole punt strategy, right?
Oh, my team is huge.
So he's got big bigs.
I mean,
finally.
It's not a team that I would normally like, but I mean, I'll just read my team real fast. I got Teague, Caldwell Pope, who I don't like, but I needed a shooting guard because, again, I wasn't going for that.
Let's hope he's not Caldwell
Alfred Payton, Alphabet, Noel, Drummond, Gobert, Okafor, Chandler, Turner, Stanley Johnson, Jordan Clarkson, and Nick Stauskas.
So we did double Stanleys yesterday.
So, again, I got my bigs, I got my centers, I got my punting team.
Congratulations, Ryan.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to win just because I've never done this team before or the strategy. I got players that I normally wouldn't draft and I don't have in other teams.
You've done this strategy with different players. That's the point. So you have done this.
Again, I like it where I can get one of the top 4, top 5 picks and still pair them with a Drummond and Jordan for the 2nd and 3rd round. I don't have that superstar offensive player. So,
no points.
No points. So we'll see.
You'll be fine. I mean, if there's anybody who can pull off an all bigs and punting setup, it's Ryan.
Again,
and you committed. That's the main thing. If you're going to try to do any of these punting strategies we've ever talked about, you have to commit. If you have to commit to any strategy, obviously, but like you're punting.
The worst thing you can do is get out punted.
Yeah, if you get out punted, you fucked it up.
You're going to lose to the well-rounded teams and the team that out-punted you, because there's still enough where more than one team can do it and do it right. So you got to just do it better. Commit. I committed. I got the punting strategy down. I'm going to be a force. I'm not going to get top seed by any means because I'm punting too many categories.
But I mean, I like the Winners League. That was fun. I like the mock draft. That was fun. We're gonna play it no matter what.
The best part about it was we were doing it live, and we had members of the communities like egging me on, telling me to go for it.
You're nuts. Do it. Nobody did tell you how many beers to drink, though. I was a little disappointed by that. We kept petitioning.
They lost count.
We petitioned the audience to suggest a number of beers for Ryan to consume. He ended up only drinking 3.
So it happens.
Next time, tell him to drink more beer.
So
he'll get more aggressive.
Those were our drafts we had on Saturday.
But today was draft
Sunday,
day.
Yesterday, because it's now technically Monday. Whatever, Sunday.
Yeah.
We had 2 more drafts.
Wow.
One of which was being the Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous League number 3.
All right.
Draft with our viewers.
All right. So we had another round of viewers in our draft. It was fun, and these are I would say these are our most hardcore fans.
Easy.
These people they're wearing me out. They're wearing me out.
Our other leagues were just mainly managers that we've known for a while, and yeah, they support us, all that. But I like this third league.
They don't love us as much as you guys do.
No.
They're
just like, oh yeah, it's Tommy and
it's
Dirty.
Right. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, so the FSAA league today, 14 teams.
14 teams, yeah.
Head to head, pretty standard setup, no crazy categories. What a draft. Everybody showed up except for one team. Our buddy Hazy wasn't there. He told us he couldn't make it, right? Corey.
Yeah.
Corey, I guess is Hazy's actual name.
Mm-hmm.
We're sorry you couldn't make it, Corey. Hazy.
Hell of a draft.
You still came away with a good team. I assume he set his pre-ranks.
I hope so. We try to get everybody to.
Either way,
it was still such a great turnout for players or managers from Canada and Australia, New York and LA.
Just everywhere.
Everywhere. And we all
Florida.
got together. So it was morning somewhere, afternoon, night, whatever. It was great.
And everybody stuck to their individual strategies. Everybody came away with a really interesting team. There's literally no team in that league that I'll be like, well, that's the last place team.
I mean,
and there's a lot of reasons for that. I don't know how you assign last place. I honestly can't even pick a decent that's a favorite team. I mean, we all like our teams, and that's a good sign. I think everybody came away feeling pretty good.
My favorite is still Mike's.
Mike's team with the statistically speaking, if you pick first overall,
exactly,
you got the highest percentage odds of winning the league.
It's on him at this point.
It is on him. He did really do well with that whole, unibrow and then everything else afterwards. The Bledsoe Oladipo combo.
I love that combo.
He set himself up well, but
Got Wiggins.
again, I don't pick his team to run away with anything though. I like his team a lot.
No, they're all good teams.
Everyone has a team that I would say is that could win. That could win. That might be good. That's probably good. That might even beat me. That might be you.
Again, that's one thing that was so difficult is because we gave you our cheat sheets and our draft strategies. That's
you saw everything we've ever not told anyone.
That's like going to war and handing over your battle plans before the war starts.
Right, we just here's all the...
Oh, he's going to be flanking left and he's got the archers behind the mountains.
Archers? I thought we had guns now. Aren't we in we're back in the Dark Ages, Ryan?
I don't know.
Don't we have drones and artillery and...
I'm old school.
All right. Well, I had drones and artillery on this one myself, but
either way, we gave up our plans, our strategy.
And it was fun. It was worth it. Honestly, that was worth it. That's kind of the draft that we've wanted to have for a long time with our viewers. So it was great. I'm so glad everybody turned out for that, and I'm impressed by a lot of these teams. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be, again, the main thing. Everybody, stay active. All right. If you stay active, you're paying attention to moves and who's the hot pickup and all this and that. You know, we have injured slots now, so that, you know, there's no quandary about like, oh, what do I do with so and so? You just slide them into your IL slot.
Yep.
We've never used IL slots in the past, mainly because Yahoo didn't make them available until this year. But it's something I'm not used to. I'm used to just having to like make cutthroat decisions. But this IL slot, I mean, there should be no excuses. Like, you got somebody that's dinged up, go out there and make some moves.
Absolutely.
Active, competitive, maybe
victorious.
There you go, baby.
Are we going to do a trophy for this league too?
Well, I think we have to.
Like a triangle logo we can build an FSAA.
I don't know what we'll do.
We'll decide. We'll see what we find at the Goodwill Imports.
There we go. Yes, we'll. We obviously have to talk to somebody who's, you know, well versed in the world of antiquities and awesome trophy things that can be dipped in gold and diamond etched and all the other bullshit we.
No expenses spared.
We spare none.
Okay, so we'll do a trophy.
We'll do a trophy for this league. We're gonna keep everybody updated on this league as we go throughout the season, I think.
Yeah, well, we'll be chiming in and giving updates.
And we'll probably do a video about, like, you know, a little team by team breakdown, maybe even. We'll figure something out. We don't want to go too in depth with it. This is already a pretty long podcast, but.
And we still even had one more draft this weekend.
Oh man, we did.
We did. We had Caius's, which is now my league's Dynasty Keeper draft.
You're welcome.
This was a 5-round draft. Keep 10, drop 5. Non-snake, so the better teams, like Tom, gets first pick every round.
Unless I traded my first pick in the second round.
But you get the point. Non-snake.
It's a non-snake. And my team non-snaked its way to awesomeness, as it always does. I'm sure I'll still be in last place, but I got pieces for the future. Woo! Yeah! I love my youth. I love my upside. First pick overall. There's no doubt about who I took. I mean, it's a keeper league, so I loaded up on Karl Anthony Towns. Not any doubt about why. Right? There's no question. The only other guy I might have considered, Stanley Johnson. Only because I ended up making a trade later in the draft for Miles Turner. Had I known I was definitely getting Turner, might have considered Johnson. But still, you can't pass on.
Towns and Turner is great to get out of the draft.
Towns and Turner, it's.
I didn't pick until the 22nd pick.
So you missed out on Towns and Turner. You missed out on
rookies,
everything.
There's nothing but rookies like the entire first round.
In the history of this 6-year keeper league, we have never, not once, not any times, have we seen so many rookies being selected consistently and early. So many of these teams that are stuck kind of like, not last place, guys that just haven't embraced the tank the way I have. They're still kind of stuck with that, like, mediocre team. They haven't really gone for anything. Years past in the draft, they don't go for the upside. They don't go for the youth or the rookies.
They take some old broken down vet who's going to be injured and dropped.
But now, all of a sudden, and we haven't even talked to these people or promoted our podcasts or videos or anything to these people. All of a sudden, everybody's taking rookies. I mean, it was literally just rookie. And I am so excited to see that.
I was shocked. I was hoping
I didn't like it, but I loved it.
Be something there for me. Like, I don't know. I was really actually hoping Cauley Stein would have still been there.
But he wasn't.
No.
I mean, he didn't even make it out of the first round.
No, that's the thing. But because all these rookies were being taken, and there was a couple other vets like Rubio and Hibbert that got taken, which, again, those would have been great. But I still got Alfred Camino at the 22nd pick in this redraft. So he fits my team, and he's what my team needs. So because I'm competitive, and I got third place last year, but I'm still there, so I'm not necessarily looking for keepers. I want those veterans that are going to get you certain stats.
You need glue guys.
Yeah.
So Ryan's filling out his team with glue. I'm still just going upside. But I love that. I love looking at my team. I got some real crazy trade offers right after that draft, and most interesting of all those trade offers.
Right.
I got LeBron James offered to me for my DeMarcus Cousins. And I'll never in a million years trade my DeMarcus Cousins, I don't think. Just because I got the clone team sickness and he's kind of my guy. But damn, that's a tempting offer. And I got the front court to support it.
Clicked accept before it even came in.
And I'm not saying ordinarily I wouldn't. I'm not saying anybody else should not take that deal.
So if you listeners, viewers out there, don't be like Tom and have all your eggs in the same basket and have this clone team sickness. Be a gunslinger.
I am a gunslinger.
But only for the same players, and it's so fucking frustrating to deal with you and try to make trades.
That's your problem, not mine.
No, it's your problem.
No, I like
That's why
my
you're
team.
always in last.
No, I'm building what I like. I'm building the team I like. That's like what I said. It's your problem, not mine. I love my team.
Well, it's not like we're going to trade with each other
Well, I get that. But I have cherry-picked every player on my roster meticulously year after year after year. And I'm ready to bring that shit out of the tank and ram it right up the rest of this league's ass.
Again, I'm not afraid to make moves and pay to get players and medals in the trophy cabinet.
I'm not either, but now that I got the weapons, I got more weapons than you got. I got weapons. I got guns upon guns.
Well, we'll see. Bring it.
I got knives, guns,
obviously,
bombs, drones.
Obviously, there's some tension in this league, but it's more. This is even just build up to Tom's keeper league that we draft. I think next weekend. So
damn it!
You're gonna hear us talk about that.
Yeah, and you're gonna hear more about the clone teams and why I didn't end up with the same players twice, and why that's really disheartening.
And then you'll hear how badass of a team I have in your league.
And then you'll hear how badass my team is and how it's going to just kick you right in the badass. Right?
Right.
All right, so, God, this is getting long. It's a long pocket, but it's been a long weekend. I hope this isn't
We had a lot
rambling.
to talk about just because we did so much. And, I doubt anybody's going to be watching our live streams, listening to our podcast, because we put out a shit ton of hours of information, content.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of it, it's long, it's ramble, it's off topic, but it was fun. A lot of goddamn fun.
That it was. What an epic weekend.
So, just before we wrap up this, we just want to send a reminder out there about our website, fantasysportsaddicts.com. The whole point of our meetings, our videos, our website is just trying to build
a community
of fantasy sports addicts. And again, we're not experts, we're not professionals, we're just addicts trying to do this and have fun and meet people and share each other's experience, knowledge, and try to help other fantasy addicts win at any cost.
Hopefully that's the idea for everybody. I mean, you jump on our website, and maybe you didn't talk to us tonight, but you talked to another fantasy sports addict, and they gave you the same advice we'd give you.
That's the thing. We don't put ourselves above anyone. Like we're not experts. We're not better than you are. We're just addicts, and we're gonna draft, and we're gonna play, and we're gonna make trades, and
try to be victorious at any cost.
And again, we're starting to get quite a bit of followers, subscribers, viewers, and we're getting a lot of questions, and we're trying to answer them all, but it would be nice if other people could help out and
be the community.
So
if you haven't signed up for the website yet, I mean, we've got all this great advice going on the YouTube comments and back and forth on Twitter. But if we could, corral that to the website, everybody would be getting all kinds... it's just a centralized location. How do I keep up with what's going on in the FSAA world? Go to the website, fantasysportsaddicts.com.
Again,
chat with everyone.
There's a way you can chat with other users when they're online. So if people want to just kind of hang out and talk fantasy, there's a forum section. You can create a profile that has a wall where it's kind of supposed to be something like Facebook and social network kind of stuff, where you can see what everybody's commenting on and who's friends with who.
Well, and speaking of the social network aspect, now it's even easier to sign up for this website.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to have a special FSAA login or any silly waiting for an authentication or this and that. You can log in with your Twitter or your Facebook or any of that sort of internet stuff. Just makes it easier for you to sign in, log in, and just be part of the community and stay in touch with everybody else.
So please join the community, be active. We'll probably be posting on there where we're going to have our weekly meetings.
Where will we have them?
When?
YouTube.
When
will we have them? YouTube.
So you want to go ahead and...
Yeah, everybody get some sleep. It's 2 a.m. on Monday. For us anyways. It's been a long weekend. It was great drafting with y'all. It was great chatting with y'all. I don't know why I'm doing the y'all Texas thing, but it's the weather. All that rain here in Arizona, all of a sudden we got 10 drops of rain, and I'm losing my shit.
That's why we go run out in it when it happens.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Middle of podcast, middle of live stream. It's raining.
We're recording.
We'll
Let's
be right
go outside.
back.
We're going outside because it was raining. That's how stupid people from Arizona are when it rains. So forgive us for that. But anyways, let's close. Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer. Fantasy Gods.
Fantasy Gods.
Please grant me the serenity not to ramble in any more podcasts in the future. The courage to add drop aggressively. The wisdom,
as always,
to make good trades.
Motherfucking man.
I'm
Woo, yeah.
All right, again, our website, fantasysportsaddicts.com. Hit us up on Twitter anytime, at letter F, letter S, the word double, letter A, at FSAA. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Give us a thumbs up.
Subscribe to the iTunes podcast if you're listening to us there.
Leave a review on the iTunes. Maybe we should say that first, because I don't know if people actually finished all, they're doing the prayer, I can stop. We got to tell people to, leave a review on iTunes or Stitcher.
Okay. Now, and if it's easier to listen to this, as you go, on the go, don't check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to the RSS feed for iTunes.
Either way, even if you just want to check us out on YouTube and whatever, and you don't really use iTunes and listen to podcasts there, just subscribe and download and rank and leave a review so other people will check it out.
Tell your friends. Coming soon, we're going to do a subscribe-a-thon. Stay tuned for that. That'll be fun.
All right.
Happy week, everybody. Have a good week. We'll see you next weekend. We'll see you during the week sometime. Good draft.
All right.
We'll see you next time.